The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everybody, and welcome to the Lifestyle, Neighborhood, and School webinar. Before we get started, I just wanted to remind you that all of WolfNet's upcoming webinars are posted on the WolfNet website at wolfnet.com/webinars. So just make sure to keep checking back and see what topics are coming up next. So we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Liz Larson, and I am the product manager here at WolfNet Technologies. We've also got Jenny McIntosh, who is our operations manager, on as well, and she's going to be answering any questions that you may have throughout the presentation. You should see a question section on the right side of your screen. You can type your questions in there, and Jenny will respond with answers in that same window. If for some reason we're not able to get to any of your questions during the presentation, we'll be sure and email you afterwards with the information that you requested. During today's webinar, we're going to cover a few different things. We'll start with an overview of the lifestyle, neighborhood, and school features that are available. We'll then take an in-depth look at the lifestyle search and the associated neighborhood and school reports. And then we'll wrap up the presentation with tools that are available in your WolfNet back office to manage the search and reports. So let's begin by reviewing the basics. The lifestyle, neighborhood, and school features can be found throughout the WolfNet property search. The lifestyle search appears on the main search form, as well as within the refined search feature on the search results page, as can be seen from the images on the screen. We'll get into more of this later, but the lifestyle search fields are treated like any other search option. In addition to the lifestyle search, the listing details page of the property includes additional reports with more detailed information about the neighborhood and schools surrounding a property. The availability of this type of information has become more prevalent in recent years. A dream home isn't just about the physical characteristics of the property, it's also about the type of lifestyle that can be achieved by living in a certain area or by surrounding yourself with others who live a certain way. The inclusion of these features allows your property search visitors to hone in on both the physical and lifestyle characteristics during the search process. And that's really what sets our implementation of these features apart from other IDX search providers. Many IDX providers are including these types of features for the same reason that we offer it. But a lot of times what you'll find is that the physical and lifestyle characteristics are separate. As an example, you might be required to select lifestyle criteria before you see any listings, and then at that point you can choose the physical characteristics. The WolfNet implementation allows users to search against property and lifestyle criteria simultaneously. So now we're going to get into some more detail about the lifestyle search. The lifestyle search includes 6 search fields, including highly rated schools, low crime ratings, median home income, type of neighborhood, cost of living, and commute time. The options available in each search field allow the user to select a level of importance or value to filter their search. So for example, the highly rated schools field allows the user to indicate how important it is that there are highly rated schools near the property. The user could choose an option ranging from extremely important to less important. Or if the user wanted to narrow his search results by median home income, he could select a price point like more than $60,000. The lifestyle data used for these features does not come from the MLSs. Rather, we gather this information from a variety of third-party vendors, including Red Tools, or Real Estate Digital Tools, and GreatSchools.org. These providers gather their data from a multitude of sources, like the Census Bureau, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Economic Census, and much more. And the data they provide is accurate down to the block group level. Now that might not mean much, but it's important because it's another feature that sets our lifestyle search apart from other IDX providers. In many cases, the data behind the search is accurate down to a zip code level. But a block group is even more specific than a zip code. A block group is essentially like a neighborhood and is defined by the Census Bureau. To give you a little perspective on how accurate the data is, I've got a couple of screenshots to illustrate. The image on the left shows 3 layers. The outer box represents a county, and within that county are multiple census tracts, noted by the middle box on the image. And then a census tract consists of multiple block groups, which is highlighted by the inner box. The second image I've got up here is just to give a closer look at a census tract and the block groups that might make up a tract. And in this last image, I just wanted to demonstrate that the size of the block group can vary depending on how heavily populated an area is. In this example, the block group is larger because the population is more spread out. So you might be wondering how we connect the properties with the lifestyle data since they come from different sources. There are 2 key pieces of data. The first is the address information that comes via the data feed from the MLS. And the second is the block group information that comes via the lifestyle data. Every address is associated with a block group, so we use a government website to bridge the gap. We send the address information for every property through the Federal Communications Commission website, which in turn spits back the block group associated with that address. Once we associate the block group with the property via address, we know which lifestyle criteria applies to that property. This process of submitting addresses through the FCC website is run every time we receive updated data, so on a daily basis. We don't submit every property every day, only new properties and properties with an updated address. An obvious challenge that we had to overcome was the fact that lifestyle varies from market to market. So we implemented several processes behind the scenes to review the lifestyle data for all properties in a market to determine which options should be available in each of the lifestyle search fields. As an example, in the Mobile, Alabama area, the median home income ranges from $20,000 to $70,000, while in San Diego, the median home income ranges from $30,000 to $140,000. Another example would be the type of neighborhood search in the Vail market area. There are no properties of the inner city type, so that option is excluded from the search field. Now that we've covered the background on the lifestyle data, I just wanted to point out a couple of things about the search. As I mentioned earlier, the lifestyle fields are treated like any other search field that is available. When you make selections in a lifestyle search field, the results count updates to indicate the number of matching properties. And if you're on the map search, the property icons on the map update accordingly. When used in conjunction with the map search, consumers have a great visual representation of the areas where they can find properties that meet their desired physical and lifestyle characteristics. When you execute a search, any selections in lifestyle fields are shown in the refined search, and users can save searches that include lifestyle criteria and receive automatic email updates of new and updated properties. And you can use the URL search builder to create custom search strings that include lifestyle parameters. The lifestyle criteria is great for creating calls to action that pull a visitor's attention toward properties in an area with highly rated schools or low crime ratings. So now we're going to move on and talk a bit more about the neighborhood and school reports that are available on the listing details page. Same as with the lifestyle search, these reports are provided by a variety of third-party vendors, including RedTools and GreatSchools.org. The neighborhood report provides detailed information about the areas surrounding a property. Information like housing statistics, population, income, crime, commute, environment, and more. When the neighborhood report is opened, a series of tabs display that cover a variety of information. The data that is presented is specific to the property being viewed and is generated based on the address. In the image shown here, you can see that the home values are specific to 18 Dole Road in St. Paul, Minnesota. There is an option to change the location seen on the left side of the image, that change location option, if you want to find information about another area. The schools report provides various statistics about education in the areas surrounding the property. The report lists nearby schools, each of which can be reviewed in further detail. Using the same property in St. Paul as an example, when the school's report is opened, the user is presented with general statistics. As the user moves farther down the page, he can find more specific information about individual schools near the property. And when the user clicks through to an individual school page, he can go one step further and be directed to the gradeschools.org website that indicates the actual rating for the school. In the last few minutes here, I want to point out the tools that are available in the WolfNet back office to manage the lifestyle, neighborhood, and school features. When you log into your WolfNet back office, a lifestyle neighborhood school option appears in the left navigation in the property search configuration section. This page contains two individual settings. The first setting is to enable or disable the lifestyle search. When enabled, the lifestyle search fields appear on the main search, in the refined search, and are also available in the URL search builder. When set to disable, the lifestyle search fields do not appear in any of these places. And the second setting is to enable or disable the neighborhood and school reports on the listing details page. When this toggle is set to enabled, the reports calls to action appear on the listing details page. And when the setting is disabled, the buttons do not appear. We typically recommend that these two features be used together because they go hand in hand. The lifestyle search allows the consumer to search against the data that is available in the neighborhood and school reports. And the reports offer additional information to supplement the search options and allow the user to validate their selected parameters. And that wraps up the webinar on the lifestyle, neighborhood, and school features. We hope that you found the information to be helpful. On behalf of WolfNet, Jenny and I would like to thank you for joining the webinar. Feel free to email us at solutions@wolfnet.com with any questions that you have, or you can follow us on Twitter or visit our Facebook page to find out what's coming up next for WolfNet.